Imagine a forest, still, green, peaceful. But beneath the surface, something extraordinary is happening. A silent conversation. A hidden network. The roots of trees are not just absorbing water and minerals. They're talking. Welcome to the Wood Wide Web. Yes, that's right. Trees and plants actually communicate with each other underground using a vast network of fungi. This system is called a mycorrhizal network. It connects plants through their roots and allows them to share nutrients, send distress signals, and even help each other survive. Picture a mother tree, tall, wise, ancient. Her roots stretch far and wide, connected to younger saplings nearby. Through the network, she sends them food, especially when they're in shade and can't make enough sugars through photosynthesis. She supports them, like a real mother. But it's not just about sharing. If a plant is under attack, say by pests or disease, it can release chemical signals into the network. Nearby trees receive
the alert and respond by producing protective chemicals to prepare themselves. It's like a warning text message in the forest.
Even more fascinating, when one tree is cut down, others around it show signs of stress. They know something's wrong. They feel the absence. Scientists have observed how some species, like firs and birches, exchange carbon based on seasonal needs. When one is strong, it gives. When it's weak, it receives. This cooperation ensures the survival of the whole forest. Of course, like any society, there's competition too. Some plants use this system to dominate, hoarding resources or blocking others. Nature, after all, is about balance. The fungi benefit too. They get sugar from the plants in return for providing water and nutrients. It's a beautiful, symbiotic relationship, one that's been evolving for millions of years. So next time you walk through a forest, know that it's not silent. Beneath your feet, millions of messages are being sent and received every second. Trees are caring for each other, warning each other. When we look at a flower, a sunrise, or a rainbow, we often think we're seeing nature in all its glory. But what if I told you there's a hidden world of color that we, as humans, simply cannot see? Birds live in that world. While humans have 3 types of color receptors in our eyes, red, green, and blue, birds have 4. That 4th one allows them to see ultraviolet light, something completely invisible to us. And with this superpower, they see things in ways we can only imagine. To a bird, the world is far more vibrant, more detailed, and full of glowing patterns that we'll never notice. What looks like a plain green leaf to us might have shimmering UV reflections to a bird's eye. A white feather might glow with ultraviolet streaks, unique and beautiful, like a secret code written in light. Let's take a peacock, for example. We already admire its colorful feathers, blues, greens, golds. But to a bird, those feathers shine with layers of ultraviolet colors, adding on. Now think about how birds use these hidden patterns, not just for beauty, but for communication, mating, and survival. Some species can recognize each other by UV markings. In many cases, males and females look identical to us, but in UV, they look completely different. What we think is just camouflage may actually be a visual signal glowing bright to a bird's eye. Even more fascinating, some birds use their UV vision to find food. Kestrels, for instance, hunt mice by spotting trails of UV-reflecting urine left behind in fields. To the kestrel, the ground lights up with glowing paths, pointing straight to its prey. Birds like hummingbirds can even distinguish color combinations that are impossible for humans to perceive. Mixtures of ultraviolet with red or yellow. Their vision creates a whole new color spectrum that exists beyond our comprehension. It's a reminder that what we see with our eyes is just a fraction of reality. Nature holds secrets behind every color, every feather, every petal. Scientists are now studying how this extraordinary ability evolved and how it influences bird behavior, habitat choice, and social interaction. It opens a door into a world that's always been there, just beyond our view. So next time you watch a bird fly across the sky, remember, it's not just seeing the world we know, it's flying through a rainbow we'll never see. And perhaps, the next time you look up at the trees, you'll wonder what hidden beauty is shining, silently, in the light we cannot see. In the vast plains of Africa and the deep jungles of Asia, there walks one of the most majestic creatures on Earth, the elephant. Massive, intelligent, and deeply emotional, elephants have fascinated humans for centuries. But among all their incredible traits, there's one that touches the heart in a way few facts about animals do. Elephants mourn their dead. It's true. These gentle giants don't just recognize death, they respond to it with grief, silence, and what can only be described as a form of ritual. When an elephant in the herd dies, something remarkable happens. The rest of the herd, family members, and even distant relatives will gather around the body. They don't just pass by. They stop. They surround it. They touch it with their trunks. Some elephants will even stay with the body for days. They will try to lift it, nudge it, and when they realize it will not rise, they go quiet. They become still. A deep, peaceful silence falls upon the group. It's a moment of reflection, of mourning. Scientists have observed elephants picking up the bones of the dead, especially the skull and tusks, and carrying them with them for miles. They don't do this with any other animal, just their own kind. There have even been stories where elephants return to the site where a loved one died years later. They pause and stand still as if remembering. It's not just about loss, it's about connection. Elephants live in tight-knit family groups led by a matriarch, usually the oldest and wisest female. They build deep emotional bonds over years of walking, feeding, and surviving together. So when one of them is lost, it's not just a biological event, it's the loss of a loved one. Mothers have been seen grieving over the bodies of their calves, refusing to leave them. Others stop eating, become quiet, and walk slowly. Their whole demeanor changes. These behaviors have stunned scientists, reshaping how we understand animal intelligence and emotion. For many years, grief was thought to be uniquely human, but the elephant proves otherwise. This profound capacity for sorrow is balanced by their ability to show joy, love, forgiveness, and reunion. Elephants remember friends even after decades apart. They form lifelong companionships, and yes, they cry. So the next time you see an elephant, whether in a picture or at a sanctuary, remember, behind those wise, wrinkled eyes is a heart that feels deeply. The elephant doesn't just walk through the wilderness. It carries with it generations of memory, emotion, and a silent understanding of life, death, and everything in between. Imagine if you could grow back your arm or your leg, or even a part of your heart. It sounds like science fiction, but in the animal kingdom, this miracle is very real. Nature has given certain creatures the extraordinary power of regeneration, the ability to regrow body parts lost to injury, attack, or even self-defense. And it's not just about survival. It's a window into biology's most powerful secrets. Let's start with the starfish, a gentle, slow-moving marine creature. If a starfish loses an arm, it doesn't panic. It simply begins the process of growing it back, cell by cell. Some species can even regenerate an entirely new starfish from just one limb. Then there's the axolotl, a strange-looking salamander native to Mexico, often called the Mexican walking fish. This little creature is truly a wonder of nature. Cut off a limb, it grows back. Damage its spinal cord or part of its heart, it repairs itself flawlessly. Scientists are studying the axolotl in hopes of one day unlocking similar healing powers in humans. Lizards, too, have a well-known trick. When threatened by a predator, many species drop their tails, a distraction that gives them time to escape. Over weeks, a new tail slowly grows back. It's not always identical, but it functions just as well. This is called autotomy, self-amputation as a survival strategy. Some crabs and lobsters can lose a claw in battle and patiently grow it back. Even small sea creatures like flatworms and hydra possess staggering abilities. A flatworm, if sliced in two, becomes two flatworms. A hydra can regrow its entire body from a tiny fragment. But how does regeneration actually happen? At the core of it are stem cells, special cells that can become anything the body needs. These animals activate stem cells at the site of injury, and with time, those cells grow into muscle, bone, nerves, and skin. It's like the body remembering how to rebuild itself from scratch. Regeneration isn't just fascinating, it's hopeful. Scientists are working to understand these processes. Could we one day regenerate human organs, repair nerve damage, reverse aging? These creatures hold the keys to questions medicine has been asking for centuries. And beyond the science, there's a lesson in resilience. Nature shows us that healing is possible. Not always instantly, but with patience, the right conditions, and persistence. It reminds us that damage is not the end of the story. So next time you see a lizard basking in the sun or a starfish clinging to a rock, remember, behind their stillness lies a silent miracle. The power to begin again, to rebuild what was lost, and to live on. In the quietest corners of nature, regeneration whispers, you can grow back stronger. High above the earth, in the quiet clouds of winter, a miracle begins. A tiny droplet of water freezes, delicate, weightless, pure. It begins to fall, tumbling through the cold, silent sky. And in that short journey, something magical happens. It becomes a snowflake, and a one-of-a-kind masterpiece. You've probably heard the phrase, "No two snowflakes are alike." It's not just poetic, it's scientifically true. Each snowflake begins with the same simple structure, a hexagon, formed from frozen water molecules. But from there, everything depends on its path through the atmosphere. The temperature, humidity, wind speed, and air pressure. These ever-changing conditions shape the arms and branches of the snowflake in unique ways. One moment of turbulence, a gust of wind, a slight change in moisture, and the design changes forever. By the time it lands, it's unlike any other snowflake on Earth. Even though billions of snowflakes fall every year, scientists, using high-resolution microscopes, have confirmed no two are ever exactly the same. But what makes this fact so enchanting is not just the science. It's what it symbolizes. Each snowflake is a frozen fingerprint of nature's creativity. It reminds us that even in repetition, even in what seems ordinary, there is always room for uniqueness. They fall together, they land side by side, yet each one holds its own quiet identity. Snowflakes also teach us about fragility and strength. Individually, they're delicate, melt at the touch, but when they come together, they blanket mountains, cover cities, and transform entire landscapes. Unity in diversity, power in numbers, softness in strength. Artists, poets, and philosophers have long looked to snowflakes as symbols of purity, transformation, and the fleeting beauty of life. Each flake exists only for a brief moment, drifting from cloud to earth, then vanishing. And yet, in that moment, it's perfect. In many cultures, the first snowfall is seen as a blessing, a quiet reset to the world. It hushes the noise, softens the sharp edges, and reminds us to pause, breathe, and admire the little things. For children, snowflakes are a canvas of joy. For scientists, They are a study in geometry, physics, and chaos. For nature, they are a dance of frozen water, born of clouds, shaped by air, and kissed by gravity. So next time you stand outside on a snowy day, look up. Let a snowflake land on your hand. Watch it sparkle, just for a second, and then disappear. That tiny crystal, shaped in silence, traveled miles just to meet you. And if you ever doubt your own uniqueness, just remember, in a sky full of snow, not a single flake is like another.